Sorry guys, I can't look at the chat. Hey guys, So we were very lucky. I really couldn't bother. I didn't have the ability to check my chat at the same time. Let's see if we got somebody in the chat. Let's go into the chat. Oh, Chris is there. Hey, Chris. Thank you. So I had good instincts. I was having a conversation with another Montreal drone videographer, and he says he was telling me he's new to droning, and he was asking me, was there any places that one could go? And I thought of the secret surfing spot. You know where it is, right? So we can't tell anybody. And then I realized it was Formula One weekend. And it turns out it was a perfect day to come here because there were only 3 surfers here, and there's not a lot of people asking questions. There is restricted flying because there are helicopters flying over the Formula One practice run. But I took a chance anyways because I wasn't going higher than a few things, and the helicopters weren't anywhere near the surfing spot. And so I got to talk to one of the surfers and exchange my social media. And of course, whenever there's a surfer here and they're on camera, they always want a link. So that's always cool. And the other thing is that I was trying to figure out how to get here by public transit, by car, and then I figured out I could get here by the city rental bikes, because they all are depoted just down the street. It's about a 10-minute walk, so I can get an electric e-bike on the way back. So I think I'm pretty lucky. I'm going to wait for the other fellow because I did get him on this particular live stream. Ah, here he is. So, donc, vous êtes qui?
JP.
Vous êtes JP. Donc, JP, on vous a eu pour les dernières 2-3 minutes sur le live. Donc, vous avez batterie.
OK.
Si jamais ça donne.
Ça en fait une dernière parce que je suis mort.
Cool. So GP is gonna go for another one. So I gotta do a hop swap with my battery. Actually, I have 62% battery, so I think I'm gonna go with this one. All right, I gotta put the chat down, and I'm gonna wait to engage it because I don't want to use up the battery. Because basically, he does a maneuver where he goes up there, catches the current, rides it, and then goes backwards into the perpetual dome, and then catches the so there he goes, he's catching the current. Okay, so I have to do a hand launch from here, so why don't we do this? And I'm getting a warning. What is it? Oh, it's asking me a restricted flight zone. So he should be on his knees at some point, and then he's going to do a maneuver to stand up. There he is. Excellent. So there we have the Formula One racetrack in the backdrop. This is the perpetual wave on the St. Lawrence River, just in the backyard of Habitat 67. And that's JP on the wave. and we're getting a warning that we're approaching a restricted fly zone, but we're not approaching anything. We're staying put. So JP was telling me that you basically get tired after about 2 minutes. So now he's taking a break and he's catching his wind, and then he's going to go back up again. So as long as you got enough rest, you can keep going. So it's a good workout. So you guys are privileged because this is a secret. There he goes. So now he ejected, and you see he's tethered to his board. So his board is a flotation device, and he's just being caught by the current. And then when it quiets down, then he regroups himself, catches his board, and there you go. So there we go. Okay, so I think we're going to, let me explain some things to you. So this drone has been all over the world. It's been to Malaysia, it's been to Vietnam, it's been to Thailand, it's been to Taiwan. Got lost in Taiwan, it got lost in Vietnam, although not this drone per se, but and yeah, I was getting a few messages like flying in a restricted zone, and then a message to restart my drone. And I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna push it. Let's see. Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. So let's see if we can catch Chris back in the chat. Smart to be tethered. Yes, so I'm glad we're still broadcasting. Oh yeah, I need to remember to stop recording. Okay. Good, I ended the recording, so now I'm glad that this broadcast is, and there's another one for the books. It's luckily nothing happened to the drone. It operates normally. Of course, you do get messages. Sometimes you make a call and you say, you know what, I'm not going to freak out. And all things worked well. I was able to retrieve my drone. It didn't get blown away. I didn't piss anybody off, or certain people that are self-entitled. They just, you'll get the odd random person that, you know, will just come and give you the what for. It comes with droning, I guess, but not today, Satan, not today. Anyway, I'm kind of pleased the fact that the only thing is that, you know what would be cool is if I flew across the river and then saw some of the practice run, probably because of the helicopters that are circling. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to be that kind of a maverick. But yeah, we got an exclusive look at the secret surfing spot here in Montreal, 15 minutes from downtown. And what was nice is because it's Formula One weekend, there's hardly anybody here except for a couple of surfers, which is great for demonstration purposes. And it means that you guys get a better experience, you know, like just in the calmness of everything. And I don't get to lose any equipment or anything, or get accosted by a random a-hole. So, and I get I even get a live friend in the chat at the same time. So say hi to Chris. So thanks for coming in, Chris. I'm so glad. Pardon me. So glad that everything was in working order, because I really had to go live on the fly, and you know the guy was already in the wave, and I wasn't sure if I was going to get it in time, but it seems to all have worked out. Anyway, I think I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to go maybe do an Instagram on the bicycle ride back, I might do it on Instagram just for the fun of it, because I already did a TikTok. So I'm going to say, hey Nick, how's it going? Hey Nick, so have you been to the Montreal surfing spot, by the way? So have you been to the Montreal surfing spot, by the way? So we got a couple of surf practices right in the backdrop from here. It's right in the backyard of Expos of Habitat 67 on the weekend. So I was chatting with a friend of Bass Guy. His nick on YouTube is the Sky of the Universe. I think that's his nick, and he does like a lot. So he's asking me if there are any drone spots, and you know, like he's asking me a little bit about the culture and the community. So he sounds like a good guy for one of our meetups if we have another meetup. Okay, well, yeah, it's still here. The wave is still good, and luckily now I know if you want to come and you're not going to be bothered by too many people, Formula One weekend, and luckily it's not raining this weekend, is a perfect time to do it. And they don't cordon you off. Like I had to park my Dixie further down on Pierre Dupuis, which is the road leading up to here, but I can get a Bixie from there when I decide to go back, which is perfect. So I didn't bring my car here because they wouldn't let you come with your car, and I didn't have to take my bicycle out of storage, and my e-scooter is out of commission for the moment, and public transit is on strike, and I didn't have to take my bicycle out of storage, and my e-scooter is out of commission for the moment, and public transit is on strike. Last Saturday at the Douglas. Okay, you mean the Douglas in Vermont, the place where they used to put the crazy people away? Whenever somebody says the Douglas, I'm not sure I know Blue Skyver, but it's Patrick. Anyway, yeah, it's good to see you on the live. So I'm using my my Mini 2 battery. I'm at 45%, which is pretty decent. I guess you get a good half hour of use longer. So it looks like all of my equipment, you know, like I have tethered to, but we need, but yeah, it's, you know, but yeah, it's, you know, we need to catch up, but not on this live. I don't want to get into droning, and you can catch whatever was said on the replay. In the meantime, my Mini is heating up. Maybe his drone is dying. Okay, so maybe I'll need a chat. Here's JP again for a second run. I'm going to end it now. Thanks for coming in. Bye.